Hello and welcome back to Starfield. We're in NG+3 and we're doing the Shattered Space DLC. You may notice I'm back in stock clothing. At the end of the previous recording, after I shut off the recording, it immediately crashed. I loaded it up and it crashed again, each time when I was hitting tab to bring up this screen. So, yeah, also every time I've loaded it up, it said, oh, I can't continue because the Varuun clothing mod needs to be downloaded. And it can't download it because it's not on this platform, but it's there under a different name. I turned it on and it works. But the next time I start up the game, it's not there. So there's something weird about the clothing mod I was using. So it's gone. We will see if that helps. Anyway, fortunately, I did pick up a couple of Varuun outfits that looked not too bad. So Sarah and I are now appropriately dressed for the area. She's got a purple suit with a thingy, and I have a what did they say it was? Blue suit, teal. So I'm in teal and she's in purple. Anyway, let's talk to Anasko.
Has been forever changed. I have seen visions of Anasko searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence. Well put. The Great Serpent's works are imperceptible, even to heralds like myself. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with Anasko Varuun.
I'm not quite sure this is where we should be focusing our energy, given everything else that's going on. But I'm hardly the expert.
It is as the Great Serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasko had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him. Indeed, but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasko, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance Anasko is present. I am no heretic. But to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same. Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find Anasko, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Okay, so we need to go to this cave. Come on, Sarah. You're going to love this. Adventure. Excitement. All these good things. follow the blue dots through this area. It's a little bit confusing, or you can just kind of head in the right direction. You eventually get there. It's confusing, but it's not actually a maze. Coming back up, you kind of have to pick your way around to get back up to the top. That's just because some of it's really steep. These bubbles are just areas where there's no gravity. No other problem, really. You don't shoot these guys quick, they will disappear and appear behind you. Why their health was so low, I don't understand. Still collecting these vortex shards, which we can make into grenades at a industrial station. Fights can get a little confusing when they disappear from in front of you and reappear behind you. One just did. You know what? I think I'm not wearing a spacesuit. Yeah, I wasn't wearing my spacesuit at all. I didn't have a light. That's the wrong helmet. That's the right helmet. Okay. Here's my light. Somebody down? Yeah, there is somebody down there. Okay, going into a cave. These guys are all loaded up. Sarah, why don't you wait out here? Okay. She waits out here even without me asking her to. She's smart. So there are two clues which way he went. One is wind blows that way, and the other one are these footsteps you see. When you make the right choice, you often see the footprints ahead of you. There they are. Mainly I'm doing this based on the little wispy breezes. Always get turned around coming back out. So it is what it is.
I speak into this void, and it answers with silence.
Your time. I think actually. Okay, so we're showing the spacesuit because we need it. Okay.
Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You are promised a follower of the Great Serpent. Or does my mind deceive me once more?
I could claim to be the Great Serpent. No.
Yes, he works through you and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Okay, so we need to get out of this cave. It's rapidly collapsing. I'm going to shift it to phase time, which I'm going to try to maintain all the way out. If I do this right, I may be able to run past where they spawn before they spawn, or at least run past them as they spawn before they get their bearings. The joys of a fully upgraded phase time. Just bouncing on the button as fast as I can. It comes back. Who's shooting at what? I'm just gonna do this all the way back. One of the mods that I sometimes install and don't have installed now has a bunch of different features on it, but one of them is that for New Game Plus, your backpacks are always infinite. So you can basically just fly forever, which trivializes way too much content. Boy, it's taking us up a twisty little path, isn't it? Good grief, it really does dynamically calculate these things. I don't think I've ever come up by this path. That's wild. We found a total rock climbing path back. Okay, this should solve this quest.
The Great Serpent sends you to me once again. You return. What news do you have of Anasko? Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasko mention anything that could aid us in his extraction? Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasko's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasko's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasko.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
This husks comments aside, that is the essence of faith. Not all things require explanation. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
Okay, the other side is complete. So let's call it there. I will see you in the next one. A short one this time.